Get ready to add a touch of geometric charm to your projects. I'm using this lovely light brown cotton fabric. First, we need to mark the dots on our fabric to guide our stitches. Using my ruler and heat erasable pen, I'm marking dots with a 5mm gap between them. I'm creating two rectangles, one with 6 dots by 20 dots and another identical rectangle positioned at a 90-degree angle to the first. This will allow us to create a beautiful square corner with our woven design. Then I'll secure the hoop onto my hoop stand. This will make stitching much easier and more comfortable. I've threaded my needle with all 6 strands of the light beige embroidery floss. Now let's start stitching. I'll begin by stitching 20 straight stitches along one side of the first rectangle, following the dots I marked earlier. Then I'll weave along the opposite side of the rectangle, creating a grid of 3 by 18 boxes. These boxes will be the foundation for our weaving. These boxes will be the foundation for our weaving. Now for the weaving. I'm threading my tapestry needle with the same light beige floss. Remember, tapestry needles have a blunt tip, which is perfect for weaving because it won't snag or split the threads. I will start weaving from one corner of the grid. For the first row, I'll weave through all 18 boxes, going under one thread and over the next, and so on. Be sure to follow the pattern carefully, going under and over the threads as shown. This design is so versatile because you can easily adjust the size and shape to fit your project. Want a larger border? Simply add more dots to your grid. Once I reach the end of the row, I'll secure the thread at the back of the fabric with a knot. Now I'll start with a new thread to weave the third row. Again, follow the pattern carefully, going over and under the threads as shown, but this time weave in the opposite direction. Now remember these steps for our weaving. We'll weave the first row, then the last row, and finally the middle row twice. This completes the first and last rows of our grid. Now we'll jump to the middle row and weave it twice from left to right, following the over-under sequence. And that's it. Our woven grid is complete. Once I reach the end of the second row, I'll turn and weave back in the opposite direction, again reversing the over-under pattern. This completes our woven grid. Imagine this border adorning the hem of a skirt, the edges of a tablecloth, the cuffs of a blouse, or even the neckline of a dress. Now you can repeat the same stitching and weaving process on the other side of the square to complete the design. This creates a beautifully symmetrical and balanced border. It's a beautiful way to add a touch of handmade elegance to any garment or accessory. For a more delicate look, try using fewer strands of floss. And don't be afraid to play with color. This pattern looks stunning with contrasting colors or a subtle blend of tonal shades. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to HandiWorks for more stitching inspiration. Happy crafting! Imagine this border in different sizes, adorning the hem of a skirt, the edges of a tablecloth, the cuffs of a blouse, or even the neckline of a dress. It's a beautiful way to add a touch of handmade elegance to any garment or accessory.